Hello, you guys. Today is an episode of What Annoyed Kenya. We have a lot of things on the docket. I want to discuss Tristan Thompson. I want to discuss y'all bullying that poor girl on TikTok who made a TikTok about her natural hair. I want to discuss Amber Heard and Doja Cat. I want to discuss the submissive girlies. I just want to run through some topics that genuinely have been annoying me. But we can start this video off with Tristan fucking Thompson. What a weirdo. What a weirdo. I'ma say this and y'all can do what y'all want with this. We have to put Tristan Thompson down. We have to put Tristan Thompson down. You guys, I just knew something in my spirit called me to say I felt bad for Chloe, and it's because I just had a feeling. I just had a feeling there was just something else to the Tristan and Chloe story that would just blow my mind. I'm like, why am I feeling bad for Chloe? What is going on in that household that has me moved to the spirit of feeling bad for Khloe Kardashian of all people? And it's because my spirit knew there was something else afoot. There was something else about this situation that is also offhanded, that is also bizarre. And we have found out what that is. Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian are expecting a child. Some people say the child is already here. Some people say it's on the way any day. So if you can follow this, a lot of people when that news came out was like, Chloe's so dumb. I can't believe she's doing it. I think you guys read the story wrong. I think you guys believe that Chloe's and Tristan are having a baby right now. Therefore, she took him back and Chloe is an idiot for having a baby with Tristan Thompson, period. But it's not new idiot, if that makes sense. There's nothing new to the story that's been added here, if that makes sense. I didn't understand people continuing the Chloe. I'm gonna use every moment I can to call Chloe a bozo, but this isn't new to her being a bimbo. This isn't new. She's still in the same bullshit of before. She decided to have a baby with this man back in November. And if you know how long it takes to have a baby, about 10 months, it's time for that baby to come. And that's what we're here now. He cheated on her. Tristan got 2 babies due within a month. He got a baby that he had in November with Chloe, and then he got that bitch pregnant in December. That's the timeline. So do I believe Tristan I don't believe there is a time Tristan's not cheating. Where do we even start here? As I said in the original video, I don't believe there is ever a time where Tristan isn't cheating. And I don't believe there is ever a time where Chloe necessarily minds that Tristan Thompson is a cheater. I said it in the video before about feeling bad about Chloe. Chloe just does not want to be embarrassed. Chloe cares so deeply what y'all on the internet thinks. But the thing about having a cheating nigga, you can't care what other people think. You cannot care what people feel about your cheating nigga. And that's what I never understand about the girls who take back a cheating man or who stay with a cheating man, who in a relationship with a cheating man. Why they take back the cheating man and also care what the peanut gallery got to say. I would never put my relationship online. I don't see why anyone does that. But let's say I were to. And if the streets found out my man was cheating on me and I decided to stay with that man, I wouldn't give a good goddamn what y'all got to say. Y'all just gonna have to stay mad. Y'all don't sleep next to that nigga at night. Y'all don't y'all opinion would not matter to me. So why Chloe cares so deeply about what other people think goes into back to my old video. My big I feel bad for Chloe. Chloe is deeply insecure. She's deeply insecure. So she's feeling it on both ends. She want her nigga to love her because she's insecure, and she want the public to love her because she's insecure. There's no Chloe only gets her validation from other people. Therefore, she's gonna lose on both ends every single time. So, Tristan Thompson Tristan and Chloe are back together. They're deciding to have a family together. You guys, the Kardashians are very, traditional in a sense. The Kardashians never let the way they came up, what they represent, take away from the fact that they are just quite traditional. They are just traditional to their core. They want all their kids to have the same daddy. They want all their kids to have the same daddy. They don't believe in that baby mama bullshit. They believe in making it work for the family. They like, when it comes to like pick-me's, they all are like low-key pick-me's. That's why Courtney put up with Scott for so goddamn long. That's why Khloe puts up with Tristan. That's why Kim put up with Kanye. That's why Kylie put up with Travis. Like, they're low-key pick-me's in that way. Like, they believe like they should have the family. They should have like, our children should have the same fathers, all this stuff. So it's not surprising that Khloe wants to have another baby with Tristan. Khloe has always wanted to have another baby with Tristan, but like I said, Tristan knows this. Tristan knows that the minute he got Khloe pregnant with their first child, he had Khloe trapped. Like, the woman was trapped. Like, she knew that he was around for the long haul. So Khloe, being an idiot, decides to once again have another child with Tristan. All Khloe cares about is not being embarrassed. Khloe wants Tristan to be the father of her child. Khloe wants to be in a relationship with Tristan. So she's like, just don't embarrass me. I know you cheat. I know you cheat. Just don't embarrass me. So she's like, what can he really do? He's not going to do anything that crazy. I don't believe Tristan ever stopped cheating. So she decides we're going to have a baby together. Tristan's not well. Do you guys know how long it takes to go through IVF and get pregnant? Especially at the age that Khloe is at. What, Khloe's in her late 30s, mid to late 30s. You know how long it takes to get pregnant? You have to retrieve the eggs. You have to go through surrogacy. You have to pick your surrogate. You have to do the sperm. It takes a long time. It's just not something that can happen overnight. It takes a long time, and it takes a lot of mental preparation. It's just a lot on both parties when you're going through, or one party, whoever's involved. It's a lot on you going through surrogacy and IVF and all of that to have a kid. It's a lot. Tristan saw that it was a lot, and he still couldn't not cheat on Khloe. Y'all, like, I get laughing at Khloe is fun, but this is weird. Like, this is put Tristan down behavior, because now this is the second time he has cheated on Khloe while they have a baby on the way. You can't not cheat on this woman for 9 months. 9 months. That's all it takes. Like, 9 months during a pandemic. You can't not cheat on this woman. Tristan is not well. Tristan is weird. Tristan is weird. Tristan, like he needs help. He needs to be in therapy. He needs to be he needs to be checked in somewhere. Like, that is weird. But we all know Tristan's gonna cheat, right? Khloe knows Tristan's gonna cheat. Tristan knows Tristan's gonna cheat. Everybody knows Tristan's gonna cheat. It's about how you cheat. And you decide to not only cheat, but you get a woman pregnant. You decide to get a woman pregnant. Of all things. That is the weirdness of all of this. You could have been with anyone. And Khloe would not have cared. Khloe would not have cared a bit. But you decide that you are going to get this woman pregnant? While you have a child on the way. It's the carelessness. It's the carelessness. When it comes to relationships that you have with other people, everything is about carelessness. Everything is about the way in which you choose. You don't care about other people. You don't take them into consideration. You don't care about their feelings. Tristan is a narcissist. Tristan is self-absorbed. Tristan is horrible. Just actually horrible. I wouldn't wish what Khloe is going through on my worst enemy. On my worst enemy. He went through all of that stuff in surrogacy with you just to cheat cheat on you. Just to cheat on you. And not only cheat on you, but get her pregnant. So now you once again, you have project twins. You have project twins. You have project twins. How ghetto? How ghetto? How ghetto? But back to Tristan. This is the 4th baby of Tristan Thompson that has been born in pure, utter chaos. Pure, utter chaos. We have the first baby mama. Chloe took him. Chloe took Tristan from her. Chaos. We have True. We have True. Tristan was cheating on Khloe Kardashian while she was pushing True out, child. We have the one he got pregnant, you know, the recent one that he got pregnant cheating on Khloe. Chaos. Chaos. They saying he don't even want nothing to do with the baby. He was saying he didn't want to have the baby. He was talking about aborting the baby, paying money to abort the baby. You think that baby not gonna see all that stuff, all those messages that you sent about her not wanting to be with her? Chaos. And then you have this one through surrogacy. Chaos. 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 Tristan has had 4 babies in chaos. Now Tristan has 3 households that he is not a part of. We know he's not a part of, because why is this man in Greece with some random other white woman? Some random other white woman, he in Greece, and they saying he got a baby either due any day or he just had a baby. Chaos. Like, Tristan is just not a good person. Tristan is just not a good person. It's just not funny. Like, it's just not. It's just not, because we are dealing with kids. We are dealing with kids. Weirdo. Absolutely weird. Absolutely disgusting. I don't have nothing else to say about Tristan. Like, it's just every time you think Tristan can't surprise you, Tristan surprises you. Where, like, Khloe, your enemies, like, preyed on your demise and won so bad. And won so bad. Because we're just talking about the times in which babies were involved. Think about the cheating this nigga do. Like I said, I don't believe there's a world in which Tristan ain't, like, not cheating. So, like, this is what we found out about. If he would kiss Jordan Woods, imagine what this man really doing. What a fucking mess. And then Khloe's trying to hide the pregnant. Like, that's the thing that's so, you imagine having to hide that you have a child on the way because you're embarrassed of what people are going to say when they find out your child that is on the way is from, like, a philandering nigga. Just a philandering, no good nigga. Let's move on. Let's move on to TikTok hair. I'm a natural girl. I've been a natural girl all of my life. All of my life. I've never had a perm. I've been a natural girl all of my life. You cannot fool me. You cannot fool me. I have worn wigs. I have worn my hair pressed. I have worn braids. I have worn my hair natural. I have done it all except a perm. And therefore, I know the reaction you get from all parts. From all parts. From all parts. I know how people act on all fronts when it comes to natural hair. So how does this, you guys know the story. The girl, I'm not a TikToker. I don't TikTok. I don't look at the TikTok. So sorry, I don't know names. But this girl, she posted a TikTok about her natural hair and how she wants to wear her natural hair. She wants to go straight up, wake up every morning, put some water on it and go. And the thing is, I do not care how anyone chooses to wear their hair. I am not a hair care bully. I don't care how anyone wants to wear their hair. My only request is that people wash their hair. That people wash their hair every week. That's all I got. Like, I don't care how people choose to wear their hair. I think people are weird on both fronts. The people who are like, y'all need to not be nappy-headed hoes. And also the people who are like, y'all need to be nappy-headed hoes and y'all need to be more natural. I think both sides are weird. Let black women wear their hair however they want to wear their hair. So this girl makes a TikTok. Great TikTok. She decides that she wants to wear her hair natural and she just gonna wake up, get out of bed, do this and go. And so that's it. So in this TikTok, she makes just like a throwaway joke. Like, you guys, a throwaway joke about how if she wears her hair like this, she'll only attract white men. Like, you guys, if close your ears like this for 2 seconds and you miss the joke. And you miss the joke. That's how throwaway it was. And she keeps going, the TikTok ends, and boom. And for a good 24 hours when this TikTok makes its way to Twitter, everything is good. But I'm going to stop the story there. Stop taking people TikToks and putting them on Twitter. Stop taking people TikToks and putting them on Twitter. I have had a problem with this for a long damn time. People believe because you put your stuff on social media, you want everyone to see your shit, and you don't. And you don't. I don't want this Patreon to leave Patreon. I don't like it when my YouTube videos leave YouTube. I don't like it. Like, I just do not like that. For some reason, because they kind of do, people believe that when you post stuff on social media, you no longer have the rights over it. The community does. And like, that's fine when it comes to conversation. You're allowed to have whatever opinion you want to have on the work that people put out, the content that people put out, the art that people put out. But I have a huge problem when you take something from any social media site, put it on another social media site in order to get people dragged. I find that to be so disgusting. The type of violence you are inviting into people's life is so weird. For example, I'm private on Twitter. So the 13,000 people on my Twitter is the only people I want to see my tweets. But people take screenshots of my tweets and they post it on their social media. And it's like, LOL. And it's like, why would you do that? Why would you do? And the thing is, you can't do that. It comes with the territory, right? If I'm going to have 200,000 subscribers, people are going to take clips from my YouTube video. If you're going to have millions of TikTok followers, people are going to take clips from your TikTok. If you want to have 13,000 Twitter followers, people are going to take tweets and screenshot them. It comes with the territory. My problem is with that is I'm willing to concede that, but no one wants to discuss the violence in which you're hoping comes my way by you doing that. The violence in which you are hoping comes this person's way by you doing that. But this goes back to that video I posted months ago about clapback culture, about how people are so unintentionally but intentionally nasty on the internet. It's such a second nature to be nasty on the internet that people now do it unintentionally. People now, it's just their second nature. Oh, people gonna be mad at this, and then they post it on social media, and then they just think that this person doesn't have feelings, this person doesn't matter, so I'm just gonna let people just, tee off on this person. And it's like, this is a real human being. And I get it, you want to have an internet topic for today. You're boring, so you want to use someone else to, make conversation. But like, you never thought to think that this is a real person and you're inviting real stress and real harm into this person's life. You've never thought about that. So that's the number one thing that just pisses me off so fucking much. When people take content from other social media sites, post it on theirs and be like, thoughts? What do y'all think? And it's just like, did you ask them? Did you ask them to do that? But people think you post your stuff on social media, you let everybody see it so it doesn't matter. And the thing is, I have thick skin, so I don't give a fuck. Like, I do not give a fuck. Like, go to hell. Like, go to hell. But other people don't. And then I don't get the violence that other people get. Like, people drag me. I get dragged every single day for something. But like, another thing that people do is, when you're getting dragged for something, like you're minding your business. It is a regular Monday. You are minding your goddamn business. People, for some reason, like to point you in the direction of people dragging you. And it's like, you're a human being. People probably talk about your ass every single day. Every single day. Someone at the grocery store got something to say about you. Someone who knows you, your friends who you think your friends got something to say about you. What if you were minding your business and every single day, everyone who talks about you, someone reported that back to you? You know, this person said you was stank. You know, this person said you was ugly. You know, this person said you was nappy headed, you was bald. What if someone said every single thought that someone had about you? What if someone said it to you? At the end of every single day, someone came to you and said, so this is all the shit people had to say about you. You would hate it. You would hate it. So why the fuck do y'all think content creators want to see all the shit that people have to say about them every single day? It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Like, no one wants to see what people have to say. So when y'all come and like content creators mentions and be like, this person talking about you, what do you want me to do? It's back to what I said about drag culture. Y'all believe like just because I can drag this person, it doesn't hurt that this person is saying this stuff about me. Or you think you're showing this to me because you want me to go in that person's mentions or that person's comments and be like, you bitch. I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight for my life every day on social media. Like, fuck them. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Like, people are going to talk about you anyway. So, like, why do I have to see it? Me seeing it don't change they talking about me. I promise you, you do not have to show me every time somebody got something to say about me. You don't. But y'all do that because y'all don't see content creators as like real people. As real. We put ourselves on the internet for people to like literally like, you know, for people to have an opinion on us, for people to perceive us. And so you think, oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's like, we not fine. Nobody want to see that shit. So that starts it there. That TikTok should have never left TikTok. And I get it. The person who initially put it up didn't have bad intentions. But like the minute that shit started to get nasty and gutter butt, they should have deleted the post. They should have deleted the post. The minute, the first, like they should, but you don't because you now getting clout via byproduct of this original post. And so anyways, the post goes up and all of a sudden, black men and pygmies alike decided to tee off on this girl about the comment she made. So she made the comment that the only people she's going to attract with her natural hair looking the way it looks is white men. And it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke because we all know as black women, there is a specific group of white men who love to see you look like Mother Africa, who love to see, like they're fetishizing you. They turn you into this weird fetish. They love to see you with an afro. They love to see you with like, it's a huge fat. And like, she never said it wasn't. She was just making feel like I'm only going to attract white men because there is a specific type of white men who fetish black women when they have their hair in a shrunken natural state. They just do. And so all of a sudden, that little jokey joke turned into, bitch, you just ugly. You just ugly. Black men don't want you because you just ugly. Your room dirty. You stink. Like, the violence. First of all, there were so many things feeding into it. Number one, if you find that woman, this is beyond the point, but if you find that woman to be ugly, you're just colorist. That girl is not ugly. She is no one's ugly. She is no one's ugly. So if you find her to be ugly, you're just being colorist. Two, let's say she is ugly. What does that have to do with the point? And it pisses me off. So that's why I say, let me be ugly. Let me be ugly. Let me be bald-headed. Let me be bitter. Let me be all those things. And you still have to sit here with the point. And the point is that black men don't like women with their natural hair. You still have to sit with the point. Let me be all of those things, and you still have to come meet me at my point. That's why I say, let the colorist girls call me a dark-skinned bitter bitch. Let the texturism girlies call me a bald-headed jealous bitch. Let me be all of those things. And now you still have to meet me at my point. Please let me be those things. That girl is not those things, but that still is the point. When the last time you dated a dark-skinned girl who had her natural hair out? When the last time you reposted a pic of a dark-skinned girl with her shrunken natural hair? When was it? It don't exist. So let's sit with the point. Let's sit with the point. So she makes a little jokey joke and all of a sudden she's all types of ugly. You don't think it's weird that every single time mind you, this is discourse that this girl did not ask for. So I am going to remove this girl from the conversation because she did not start this discourse. But let's get into the discourse. You don't think it's weird that every single time you feel like a black girl, specifically a dark-skinned black girl, is bringing up a point, the first thing you run to is that she's ugly? You don't think it's weird that that's the first thing you come with? Whenever dark-skinned women bring up colorism, texturism, any of the isms, You don't think it's weird that the first thing you come up with that we bitter, ugly, nasty, all of these things, you don't think there's something there? You don't think that there's something there? You don't think there's something there? You don't think that is something there? You're colorist, you're texturist, you hate black women, you hate yourselves. That's what it is. That's simply what it is. Because like the fact that that's your first thing to go to, but that's just what it is with a lot certain black men. Like their first instinct is jump to you, a ugly bitch. You a ugly bitch, and it's just like, did it have to be that? Did it have to be that? It didn't have to be that. It didn't have to be that. But once again, we can take this back to my stuff a few months ago. Let's say you disagreed with her joke. Oh, you're like, I would date you with your natural hair. Why she had to be an ugly bitch? Why is that your first thing to go to, is to drag people by their throats who is not giving that energy, who is not giving you that energy? Why did y'all feel like such hit dogs? That's what I don't understand. Why was that statement such a hit dog thing? What is it about certain people? This is not just black men. This is people all over the place, who, when you point out where they fall short, all of a sudden they take that to such offense. When you point out that, oh, but you only date white men, or but you only date white women. Oh, you don't date black women with their natural hair. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't date fat black men. You don't date. All of a sudden, instead of meeting yourself where you're at, like, whoa, I do have a lot of things that I need to work on, you immediately go on the defense. But that defense proves the point. You're so defensive because you know that you're wrong. You're so defensive because you know that you're wrong. And it also brings me to another thing I want to discuss. And I don't know if I have the English or the time to discuss this in another way. The colorist of men date dark-skinned women. The I want a light-skinned, curly hair, date dark-skinned 4C girls every day. Every day. Because it be the nastiest ones who don't have the pics. It be the nastiest ones who don't have the pics. There's discourse in me that wants to discuss how a lot of men are nastiest to the women that they are in community with because they feel like they're forced to be in community with them. Oh yeah. So she makes an offhanded joke. And so then the conversation turns into niggas like women with 4C hair. Who are y'all lying for? Who are y'all lying for? Who are y'all lying for? You don't. That's what's so funny about all of this. The men who be so like Mother Earth, wokety woke, they don't even want the girlies with the 4C shrunken hair. They don't even want the girl. They want either your natural hair to be curly as hell, curly, stretched, and long. Because that's the thing. You can be a 4C girly. If your hair is like long, if your hair is long, you are able to kind of like get out of the curse that is not adhering to the beauty standard. If your 4C hair is long, because the big thing is like you bald headed, right? You bald headed. People see you as bald headed. So if your 4C hair, which we'll get another conversation for another thing about what 4C hair is, but if your 4C hair is long, you kind of get out of that. But like, we gonna act like y'all don't call us bald headed? Like y'all don't call us bald headed, nappy headed, all of these things? All of it, like please. Why are y'all lying? Why are y'all lying? Y'all do not like women with 4C hair. Because this is the thing. The same way in which her jokey joke was about white men fetishizing black women with 4C hair, black men do the same thing. You want to know who you'll attract with your natural 4C hair? Some weirdo hotep nigga who want women to be like submissive in Mother Africa, and then you'll attract those too. You'll attract those too. Like it's two sides of the same fetish coin that you would. No one just wants to have a normal relationship with black women and hair. No one wants to have like a black woman just be herself. Because one thing about me, I run away from the niggas who also like fetishize black women natural hair. Like, oh my gosh, your natural hair is just so, oh my gosh, I wish more black women wore natural hair. Oh my gosh, a sister with natural hair. Get the fuck away from me, because you're weird. Because it ain't gotta be all that. It's two sides of the same fetishy coin. Anyways, so like, we gonna act like on a whole, like the rest of you out here just loving black women with 4C hair. It's just not checking out. It's just not checking out. Because if it was checking out, y'all wouldn't have called that black girl all of those names. Because I believe she's 19. Y'all would not have called that black girl all of those names. And the things in which y'all started to play into, the people calling her dirty and musty and her room is dirty, you don't see what you're playing into. You're playing into the dark-skinned women are nasty and ugly and dirty stereotype. Like, it's so easy for y'all to fall into the same traps that y'all are trying to say y'all not in. The minute she says something you do not like, she's dirty, nasty, ugly, bald-headed, da-da-da-da-da-da. And also, this is where y'all actually lose me as well. So a month ago, that guy who was in a blue shirt, all of y'all was calling that man ugly. Do y'all remember that TikTok of that man with like locks and y'all was calling him ugly and da-da-da. People like, but y'all were calling him ugly. See, you got to take that up with other people, because I wasn't. Because I've already said y'all ridiculously nasty to strangers online. And so like, not me. So you got to take that up with other people. Y'all, I wasn't. I wasn't. So no, you don't even get, over here, you don't even get that. You don't even get that. Because I'm not sitting online and calling black people ugly. None of them. I don't call any of them ugly. So you have to take that up with someone else. Because I do think it's a thin line between calling just people you don't like ugly, black people, white people, y'all can be ugly all fucking day, I don't give a fuck. But a thin line be calling some black people ugly, and then before it's you ugly. So like, no, I actually didn't call him ugly. So you gotta take that up with someone else. When I see people with points I don't agree with, I talk about their point. I've grown as a human being. I wasn't always like this, but I've grown, and I don't call anyone black ugly online. I don't, unless they do something absolutely egregious. I don't call strangers online ugly. Not black ones. I don't. So you gotta take that up with someone else. Y'all just are weird. Online behavior is just weird. She did a throwaway joke and now y'all are dragging her and lying. That's the weird thing about all this. You can drag, but why drag and lie? Why sit up here and act like niggas just love women with 4C hair? You're being ridiculous. Y'all don't. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. And then all of a sudden the conversation turned into white people don't make fun of black people about their hair. What? What? I'm not even entertaining that, because like, what? Like, there's a bunch of lies going around when we could all just say, I think as black people, especially black people in this country of the United States of America, we all have certain levels of anti-blackness to work through. Whether you just be elitist, classist, that's anti-blackness, fatphobic, anti-blackness, homophobic. Like, we all have levels of anti-blackness that we need to work through. And when you find yourself getting defensive and nasty about something, ask yourself what that is. Why do you feel like a hit dog? I want to have that conversation I was talking about earlier about how a lot of men are upset about the community that they feel like they're forced to be in, and they're nasty towards that community, because I want to discuss that. Because I do not believe the colorist of men are out here with light-skinned women. I believe those are the ones who are in relationships with dark-skinned women, and they are nasty. About the most fatphobic man you ever met fucks fat women. And he's upset about it because they hate themselves. They hate where they're at in life. They hate, like, oh my gosh, if I said it once, I've said it again. Like, find me someone who is all of those isms. Now, once you get to rich men, it's another story. But when we're talking about regular niggas, please, those be the main ones with a dark skin dark-skinned girlfriend, a dark-skinned baby mama, and a dark but be out here talking about yellow this, red bone that, and it's just like, because they hate themselves. They hate where they're at in life. Okay, anyways, moving on. Peace and love to the girl, I think her name is Lip Gloss on TikTok. Peace and love over there. Amber Heard. What did Amber Heard do? I'm going to keep this quick because I've talked about Amber Heard for a long time. So the whole Doja Cat making fun of Amber Heard thing, it's just so crazy that, like, even in passing, how quickly people are to make fun of Amber Heard for what Amber Heard has gone through. Have the people who make fun of Amber Heard ever thought to themselves, what if she did get hit by Johnny Depp? Have they ever thought to think that? The thing is, they don't care. I say that to say, those people have to admit they do not care either way. They do not care either way. That's why, as someone who is always here for Amber Heard, someone who is always going to be on Amber Heard's side in this situation, I don't meet these people with common sense, because common sense does not matter. Because the proof is in the pudding, right? You cannot meet these people with common sense. You can't. Because they're not moving in common sense. They don't care. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about anything. You could show them a video of Amber Heard getting hit by Johnny Depp and they still would be on the same shit, because they don't care. They do not care about women being abused. That's what I came on here in This Annoyed Kenya to discuss. They do not care about women being abused. They do not care. Amber Heard is a representation of how they've always felt about women who make claims of assault against men. They are using this Amber Heard moment to show you how they have always felt about women who have made claims against men, about assault, about domestic violence, about all of that. There are so many. I'm happy this is showing you guys just how many women who claim to be feminists, who claim to care about other women, just how much they don't care about any of those things. Once you put a face to domestic violence, a face to assault, they no longer care. They do not care about women. And I'm happy that this is finally showing you guys a lot of this. What I've always been saying. People do not care about women who have been assaulted. And this is their time to tee off on women. You think it's just the Amber Heard thing, but it's not. They're making fun of all women who have been assaulted to show you that they do not care. You did something to deserve what happened to you. You did something, and that is what they are doing. And why that isn't the lead is beyond me. It's not an Amber Heard thing. It is, but it's not. It could have been anyone. They never wanted to believe women. They hated the Me Too movement. They thought the Me Too movement was just women fucking complaining. They've never wanted to believe women. And now they have this moment to now really show how they feel. They're not making fun of Amber Heard because they just deeply care about, they hate women. This is a vitriol that is fueled by just hating women. That is all this is. It's a vitriol that is just about hating women. That's all this is. When they get on TikTok and they make fun of Amber Heard, they're making fun of all women. And it brings me to another thing. What do I want to say? It's fuck everyone in Hollywood. It's fuck everyone in Hollywood. The silence that Hollywood has had towards the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case is deafening. It's deafening. So many women parading through Hollywood on this feminist bullshit. So many men parading through Hollywood being friends with Johnny Depp. And the silence is deafening. The fact that Amber Heard has not gotten support from really any major stars in Hollywood says everything that I need to say about everyone in Hollywood. I don't want to hear a sing. It means nothing to me if you're putting out these feminist movies that you believe are feminist and all this stuff and you ain't said shit about Amber Heard. What that tells me is when it's time to put the rubber to the road, when it's time to put up or fucking shut up, you shut up. It's easy to make feminist movies that can get you Oscar nominations. It's so easy. It's so easy. It's so easy to make promising young women. It's so easy. But when it's time to actually stick up for women, it's easy. It's easy to stick up for yourself sometimes. But when it's time to stick up for others, when you see someone being bullied and berated and you don't do nothing about it, to see white feminists leave Amber Heard out to fucking dry, not a single woman in Hollywood can tell me shit about feminism. Not a single white woman in Hollywood can tell me a fucking thing about feminism. Like, it's done. Like, the feminist movement in Hollywood is done to me. Y'all are losers. Y'all are losers because this was y'all time to stand up. This was y'all time to come together and rally behind one of your own, and you didn't. You didn't. You left Amber Heard out here to dry. Out here to dry. TikTok, fuck y'all. Y'all, the fact that y'all allow people to get up on TikTok and make fun of Amber Heard, fucking nasty business. But like I said, this is just chickens coming home to roost. A bunch of people who always wanted to make fun of women who have been assaulted. So when you sit back at home and you're just like, ooh, they really teeing off on Amber Heard, don't think this isn't you. Don't think this isn't you. This isn't you. Amber Heard has all the privilege in the world and they're doing this to her. Imagine what they do to your ugly ass. I don't like to lead with the sentiment that these ugly white women are being mean to Amber Heard because she's pretty. They are. They're jealous. They're jealous. And they believe that Amber Heard has had her whole, like, everything has been great in Amber Heard's life, so why would she fucking do this? Like, oh my gosh, like, just take what you gotten. They are. But let's be clear. If Amber Heard was ugly, they'd be even meaner. They wouldn't even believe her. They wouldn't even believe her. They'd be even nastier. The hatred for a person who was uglier than Amber Heard would be even nastier because they'd be like, Johnny Depp took a risk on you. How fucking dare you? Like, it would be even worse. They'd be even worse because then these ugly white women would be like, oh my gosh, this could have been me. It'd be even worse. The vitriol would be even worse. So like, I don't want like it wouldn't have even gotten to where it's gotten now. But like when people sit at home and act like Amber Heard couldn't be them, when they make fun of Amber Heard, they're making fun of every single woman who has been in a domestic violence situation because that's the point. This vitriol and this anger could not thrive for so long, for a year. As someone who has been on Team Amber Heard since 2016, and you can check my fucking Carfax, this energy has been going on for 6 years. This energy cannot be fueled just by Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. This is an energy that is fueled by just a hatred for women. You need to stay in your place. So it's fuck every woman in Hollywood. And also it doesn't make more. What also was on my What Annoyed Ken notes is all y'all faves working with an abuser because they want Oscar nominations. Like, just like standing for nothing, just useless activism that only centers themselves. Just nasty. Every woman in Hollywood is just so fucking nasty. We'll move on to the submissive girlies. The submissive girlies have to leave us alone. The submissive girlies have to leave us alone. How y'all don't see y'all doing slave labor and get not a damn thing in return is beyond me. So y'all saw Cam Newton girlfriend talk about she take care of her man and blah, 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 blah. I'm sad that she's in this situation where she is being treated like a damn slave in her own home. But I'm happy that this showed this. I hope the submissive girlies see how crazy they sound. How you were literally burning the candle on both ends and getting nothing in return except burn the fuck out. Submission is not a natural act. Submission is a learned behavior. Being submissive is a learned behavior. You are hoping that if you perform these things, you will get something in return. You believe that these things are reasons for someone to love you, and it never happens. It never happens. You always go out bad. You always go out bad because men are going to take advantage. Look at Tristan Thompson. Where they see weakness, they take advantage. To be honest, most people would. It's not even a men thing. Where people see weakness, people take advantage. I don't think that's innate. I just think there's something, like, you have to see ways in which you are prey to certain people. You are prey to certain people. When you sit up here and say, I'm going to finish the video like this because my camera I'm out of card space and I need to empty my card. But you don't see how you're prey for certain people. And when we talk about the submissive girls and we say, y'all are foolish, y'all are playing a game which you will not win, they say we're jealous, they say we're bitter, they say that we're all of these things. And it's just like, girl, you're the one losing. We're saying this because you are the one who's losing. I promise you, you can get someone to love you and not do all of these things. But you don't believe that. You don't believe that. Like I said, submission is a learned behavior. You have been beaten into submission. People have told you you're not worth anything. People have told you you can't get these things without doing everything that you're doing. And I'm telling you, you are worth more than that. And then you guys convinced yourselves that you do these things because you want to do these things. And it's like, you don't. You don't do these things because you want to do these things. You are not happy. You would it's all you know. It's all you know. All you know is cooking and cleaning and washing everything. So you don't know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you're afraid of what lies after that. If you don't, I've been talking too long. My lips is dry. If you don't do those things, you're scared that he'll leave. But I'm telling you to live in that fear. Live in that fear that he might leave. Because you ain't got to do all this. She sounded nuts. That girl sounded nuts. Cam Newton's girlfriend sounded nuts. Mind you, Cam Newton don't even have a job. She's doing this for an unemployed man. Oh my God. Like, it's just like, it's submission girlies. Y'all have to leave us alone. I'm not going in depth. Other people have gone in depth. Y'all know my feelings on these submission girlies. They feel like, oh my gosh, this is how I keep a man. Mind you, the man is cheating. You shouldn't have to do all of these things to keep a man. That's the thing. You shouldn't have to do all of these things. And I 100% believe this is learned. I know this is learned behavior. You've seen your mamas do this, your aunties do this, or you've seen that men treat you a certain way when you don't do these things. So you believe you have to do these things. Like, that's the end of this What Annoyed Kenya. It's been a long week. Just a bunch of mess. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.